away we go in Qatar. Looks like a fairly handy start once again from Cabeza Speed. Danny leads the pack though as they head into turn one. A big dive from Wedding up the inside, and he's up into second place. But Cabeza will fight it and will hold on. Akos looking to move in as well. Kashizny as well also battling it out with Akos, our pole sitter. But he's able to get by the AlphaTauri. He's having a look at Wedding up the inside. It's an ambitious move. He's been cut across the circuit there. As we've got a Williams wide there. That's Jeff that's had to cut back just in front of Brendan Ross. Got another car off. Oh no, it's actually Jeff again. So Jeff having some struggles here, just finding the track limits. May have a little bit of damage here. But the field now through the twisty middle sector of the Losail circuit. And we've got Vengador trying to hold off both the AlphaTauris. And he's gone wide there. And Kashizny back up a spot. He was a fast starter, but has just dropped back a little bit as the lap has progressed. But back up now into P6. He's got Vengador now right behind Kashizny. Oh, Kashizny, he's lost the rear end. And he's undone that hard work to get by Vengador. And... well, to the back of the field he goes, but it's Danny, Cabeza Speed, Wedding, Akos, Brendan Ross, Vengador, Norwat, Timon, Moriano, Kashizny, and Jeff running out the field at the end of the first lap, but Jeff is nowhere to be seen as Timon makes the move on Norwat into turn number one. So plenty of action in the mid and lower field here on the first lap, but Danny has checked out. There's Norwat looking to get back by Timon here. Got Jeff in the pits. He's gone from the medium to the soft tyre. So he'll have to come in again. You're not going to make those softs last around here for the whole race. But Danny leads. As the battle between Norwat and Timon continues. Timon's missed the turn-in point. There's not many references around here, and he's going to try and hold on around the outside. I thought Norwat had it, but Timon holds on. And Moriano now wanting a piece of the action. Kashizny having a look at the inside of the Mercedes as well. So action stations for the AlphaTauri at the moment. And Moriano holding on for now. Kashizny very committed. That third last corner. There's a bit of a slide there for Moriano. The field just starting to compact behind Vengador in P6 at the moment. So a bit of a Vengador train. Zakos sets the fastest lap of the race. Got Timon now having a look up the inside of Vengador. They're both a little bit wide. And Norwat's going to try and go through. We got Kashizny wide. He spun around in the background. And in the end, Moriano holding on. And Norwat holding on for dear... Well, they're all holding on for dear life at the moment in the first end of the first sector. Oh, and there's contact between Norwat and Moriano. Hopefully not too badly damaged. Norwat thankfully keeping his front wing. His teammate trying to recover. Probably faster than all of those guys, but that error on the first lap costing him dearly. But Danny leads, and he's comfortably edging away from Cabeza Speed, Wedding, and probably the fastest out of the chasing pack in Akos. Wedding though on the soft tyre, so it'll be interesting to see what he does on his strategy, and that's just the gap to Brendan Ross and Vengador in the midfield. So those front three are well and truly gone. It's a slight mistake there for Cabeza Speed. We do have DRS. Wedding's getting closer and closer. Is he going to have a look? He's going to have a look, and he's going to late move up the inside. Shades of turn one, but this time on that one, but this time he gets the move done. And Wedding now into second on the soft tyre, of course. So he will, one would imagine, come in a lot earlier than the rest of the field. So maybe on a different strategy. Well, he's on a different strategy, but he might be pitting an extra time, or he might put the medium or the hard tyre on to go to the end. But we're back on board now Moriano behind Timon. Timon, big slide on the way in. And Moriano takes that position. So Mercedes now 6th and 7th. Timon having a look, but not quite close enough. Norwat also there, ready to pounce, but not quite close enough. Still all right behind Vengador here. So I wonder if we'll see some team orders from Mercedes. And that's Brendan Ross going slowly. He was comfortably ahead of him, but he's lost all that time now. So looks like he may have just lost his bearings a little bit. And it sort of balked Vengador. And it's brought Moriano into play here. So all that midfield now starting to compress. And Timer now having a look at the back of the first of Mercedes in Moriano. And in fact having to get out of it there. So Timon... Actually, no, that's Vengador making a mistake as we see Akos up the inside of Cabeza speed. And he's got the job done. Probably the fastest out of this group of cars. His poor start costing him from pole position. There's Norway, here we go. It's got the DRS and the lasers on by Vengador, who was leading this pack. He's now going to go to the end of this pack. And Moriano holding off Timon now. Mercedes versus McLaren. And all the road and a little bit extra used by a number of the runners here. There's the McLaren very wide there. Didn't lose too much time as they all close up at the hairpin. Bit of a slide there on the exit for Moriano. And also wide there in the background for Vengador. And varying lines as Brendan Ross gets it sideways, but the McLaren of Timer gets it even more sideways, and he's going to lose out. He might go to the back of this pack, and he will go to the back of this pack. So Norwat and Vengador picking up the positions as we ride on board the AlphaTauri there of Norwat, and he's going to get by Moriano here. So those... Oh, no, he's not. They're all going to run wide at the final turn. No, he is going to hold on. He is on the harder tyre, so maybe those on the mediums just starting to struggle, and it looks like there was team orders there. Moriano getting out of the way and getting on the brakes even. That was quite an abrupt slowdown. So Vengador now looking to get after Norbat and head this pack once more. All this battling has allowed Brendan Ross just to get away. As we see the front four in our screen, Danny, Wedding, Akos and Cabeza speed, but that gap has come down quite a bit. I wonder if there's been a little bit of track limits drama there for Danny, or a slight mistake of some kind. That gap has come down because Shisny himself a drive-through penalty. Track limits, very easy to do at some of these corners. As we see the Mercedes battling again, so maybe it was just some kind of problem for Moriano earlier, not team orders, because he's gone and fought past his teammate once again. He's ran wide though, and that is going to allow Vengador back by again. So not working quite as a team at the moment, the two Mercedes. I suppose they're not battling for a world championship, so it's not vitally important. And Akos now, he's caught the back of Wedding. He's got a DRS. And Wedding sees it coming. He's not going to defend it. I think realising Akos maybe a little bit faster. He's giving him space, but Akos really hasn't given him too much on the exit. And Wedding maybe even had to get out of it there. But Akos on the move. Got Brendan Ross now, P5, Norwat, P6, Vengador, P7, Moriano, and Timon, 8th and 9th. So, Danny leads. Perfect position for him at the moment. And we have Akos and Wedding. Wedding diving into the pits. So, on the soft tyres, he's elected it is time to pull the trigger. Let's try something different. This is very early. He's going to have to go 19, 20 laps on whatever set of tyres he puts on. So what tyres does he put on? He's got cut to time, and the Mercedes in front of Moriano's also had an adventure there. So both of them running a little bit wide. Tyres getting a little bit worn, a little bit hot now. And clipping that anti-cut secondary Vallelunga curb has dropped them there. And they're both wide again here. Oh no, that's Norwat and Vengador this time by, is it? Yes, it is. And Vengador gets the position. So it's been an action-packed race for these guys from 5th on back. So, got Ross around. He built a lead to those guys to 6th place, and that's going to cost him a bit of time. It will wear out his tyres, and it will definitely put a lot of heat into them as well. You can see he's just sliding all over the place in the rear end, and he's missed the apex. He's struggling big time, is Ross. Was comfortably ahead of this pack and is now going to find himself probably P6 is going to try and hold on. Vengador running wide there, so Ross does hold on as Norway a little bit wide in the background. Oh, and Ross, I think he mixed up where he was there. It slowed down quite a bit where you go pretty fast through there, and it's caught out Vengador, and he's had to actually back out of it to avoid passing outside the track limits and possibly picking up a penalty. And it's allowed Norway to come through as we got Norway used too much curb. Ross had run wide, and well, we're back to status quo again with Vengador chasing down Ross. So these guys certainly making it entertaining, and I don't think their pit crews and team are having an easy time of it there. They've probably not got too much hair left. Norway's got the run here, got the DRS. Vengador not going to battle it this time by. So Norway back up to P6. Here on lap 13. They have dropped Timon and Moriano, but they do have Jeff and Kosciuszny starting to close in on them. So there's Ross, Norway, Vengador, Timon, Moriano, and there is Jeff in the Williams. And Brendan Ross has run wide and he spun it on the gravel. He's got back on to the tarmac and checked his rejoin there, so he didn't hit Timon. That's going to allow also Jeff to get by as well. Well, Jeff taking some liberties with the circuit there. But, Brendan Ross's hard work undone. And, we got a move there. Massive slowdown from the AlphaTauri. It caught out the Mercedes of Vengador. And then on the exit, maybe a little bit of a check-up as well for Norway there. So, a bit of drama going on. Got Danny in the pits now. Lap 14. Or end of lap 14. Akos will take the lead in time. And he's got himself a drive-through penalty for track limits. And that's the Mercedes that's ran wide. It'll be Vengador. Norway back up to the inside. So, race-long battle so far between these two. It might come down to pit strategy here, as they cannot be separated. As we've got Jeff in the pits and Timon in the pits. So, Jeff did pit at the end of the first lap, of course. So, away they go. And this is Moriano. Oh, he's dropped it on the exit. A little bit of lag. And he's struggling to get... Oh, he's overheated. He's overheated the rears and then gassed it up, given it full beans and almost gone around and grazed the wall again. As we've got Cabeza speed, he's now into the pit lane. So he'll drop back behind Wedding. Pitted earlier. We've got track limits for Timon again. As we've got the Williams of Jeff getting by Moriano, who runs wide. And, that was sneaky. That was sneaky for Brendan Ross there, following Akos through. It was the lead car. We'll see Moriano coming into the pits a little bit hot. He's at the wall on the way in. He may get a little bit of damage for that. And, we've got Wedding. He's come into the pits again. So, two-stop strategy. Put the mediums on, and now he's gone and put the softs on. So, he's got a bit of work to do. Akos now into the pits. So that'll elevate Danny back to the race lead, but it's going to be a question of where he comes out with Cabeza speed here. He will have a pace advantage. He did have a slight pace advantage, obviously, when they're on the same tyres earlier on in the race. But now he's going to have much better tyres, but he's going to be behind Cabeza speed due to the undercut here. So away he goes. And here comes Cabeza speed. And Akos is not too far back. He's going to be a lap car between them, is there? No, I think Akos will stay in front of the AlphaTauri there. So just going to be a straight fight. Wedding's well back. Kosciuszny's picked up another penalty for track limits. As we see Akos, he's pushing hard out there. There's fresh tyres, you can see. He can go where he wants, while Cabezza's been out there for a few laps now. Starting to struggle. He's missed the apex at the final corner. He's still been able to maintain the speed, but he is going to be punching a hole for Akos here, who's also got the DRS, and you can see such an advantage it has. Opening up that rear wing. Fastest lap of the race for Akos, 23.2. A little bit of contact between the two. So Cabeza, I'm not sure if he got turned down on or if he just outbroke himself there. But contact between the two. It's half spun them both. And Cabeza he gets that position back. But he's ran wide at the hairpin, or one of the hairpins. And Akos gets the position. So back into P2, but the 22 seconds adrift of Danny. Now we've got Moriano, or is it? No, that's Kosciuszny leaving the pit lane. And Kosciuszny just stays ahead of Vengador. Of course, they've got Brendan Ross right in front of him. The hot battle for P6. Closest battle on track at the moment. All the minor placings, but these guys have had a race-long battle, and they'll want the bragging rights, as that's Kosciuszny's ran wide. See Brendan Ross playing the slipstream F3 game and just going to the inside early. Both have DRS. But the Mercedes just a little bit faster with the help of the slipstream. He's going to have a look up the inside. Does he get the move done? He does. Kosciuszny looking for a way back at turn 2. Not quite close enough, but the Mercedes has ran a little bit wide. But holds on. And they're going to have to look out, though. They've got Akos coming through, and they're going to have to you want to let him through and take advantage if you're one of those cars towards the back of that pack. But here we go. Ross going defensive early down the pit straight, knowing the cars behind have DRS. Vengador going to have a look. Ross late under brakes and just parks it on the apex. Doesn't allow Vengador to get the quick and good exit. Have seen Kosciuszny have to save. Oh, team right. Oh, once again, the Williams have overused on their fuel a little bit. Cabeza speed is going to have to start lifting and coasting. He's 2.5, or he was 2.5 seconds ahead of Wedding. That gap has come down massively as Ross is ran a little bit wide. Got the Mercedes on the outside. They've also ran wide. Right as Cabeza speeds come through to lap them here. So battle within a battle for P6. And we've also got the battle for the final spot on the podium. Cabeza speed looking to try and get by as quickly as he can past the Mercedes of Vengador. And Wedding has closed that gap right up. A little bit of contact between Vengador and Wedding. Wedding just wants to get on with it. He wants a podium position. Vengador wants to get by Ross, as we see. That's wide there from Cabeza speed. Going to start the final lap with a change of position possibly. Wedding far too close. He's going to have the DRS and he will get by down the pit straight. He's going to hold the inside. No, he's going to move to the outside. He's got the straight line speed. Cabeza tries to fake him into a mistake. But Wedding now into third place. But it's this man's day. And Danny will claim not only the race win, but he will claim his 12th Formula 1 title in Liga Virtual F1. His 16th title overall. And you heard on Team Radar during the race, he wasn't particularly pleased with his drive. But you've got to be pleased with that. It's a win. He's won comfortably over Akos and Wedding. He's going to come home in third place ahead of Cabeza Speed. So that's 6 podiums in a row for the Australian. Cabeza Speed home in fourth. Once again, not too happy with his Williams team. Having to fuel save so drastically late. But his teammate will come home in P5. And that's good for their Constructors Champs. But Constructors Championship hopes. But it's this man's day. Danny wins once again. And he is 12-time Formula 1 world champion, with Akos in second, Wedding rounding out the podium.